Most people waste $100 and stay broke. Here's why that tiny amount could change your financial life forever. You've got a little money, but feel stuck. Opportunities everywhere, side hustles, investments, tips, but fear, confusion, and past mistakes keep you frozen. Now imagine turning that $100 into real wealth, not with luck, but with habits and a mindset that multiply every dollar. Chris Gardner in The Pursuit of Happiness had almost nothing, but he knew how to maximize every resource. Here's the kicker: you don't need thousands to start. $100 is enough to kickstart a system that attracts money consistently. In this video, you'll discover the first step, the one most people completely overlook, that can change how you think about money forever. Stick around, because this simple action could turn your small cash into a mindset that builds real wealth over time. Alright, imagine you've got $100 burning a hole in your pocket. The first step? Get crystal clear on what you want to do with it. Are you thinking of learning a new skill, investing, or kicking off a mini side hustle? The moment you set a precise goal, every dollar starts working with purpose, not just floating around aimlessly. It's like the movie The Pursuit of Happiness. Chris Gardner didn't just hustle blindly, he had a clear vision, and that focus changed his life. When you define your $100 goal, you're actually laying down the blueprint for your money habits. It's not just about the cash, it's about shaping a mindset that keeps you disciplined, curious, and ambitious. Even a small decision like this teaches financial psychology, understanding how every choice impacts your financial growth. Think of it like in Moneyball, where every small stat was analyzed to build winning strategies. Your $100 is your starting lineup. Now, having a clear goal also makes you accountable. You won't just spend money for the sake of spending, you'll make intentional moves that teach lessons and open opportunities. If you decide to invest, for instance, you might research ETFs or apps like Robinhood to see which investments make the most sense. It's about learning financial education in real time, seeing how money grows when directed with purpose. Plus, setting a goal triggers creativity. You'll start brainstorming ways to stretch that $100 further, turning it into multiple streams of income. Maybe you spot a niche on Etsy, or you start offering freelance gigs like design or tutoring online. It's like the social network. Zuckerberg didn't just code randomly, he had a vision that became a massive empire. Clear goals fuel action. And here's the kicker: when you start with clarity, your $100 becomes more than cash, it becomes a mini lab for your money habits. Every choice, every investment, every experiment compounds your understanding of personal finance. And in the next step, you'll see how investing in yourself first can multiply that $100 in ways you never imagined. It's where knowledge turns into serious money mindset power. Before you do anything else with your $100, think about putting a chunk of it into learning. Books, online courses, or even workshops on personal finance and investing can give you a massive edge. Knowledge compounds faster than cash, just like in The Wolf of Wall Street, where Jordan Belfort's understanding of the market made him see opportunities others missed. You don't need fancy degrees, you need the right know-how to start building solid money habits. Investing in knowledge is all about creating a mindset shift. Even spending $20 on a book like Rich Dad Poor Dad or taking a Skillshare course on financial psychology can completely change how you see money. Suddenly, every dollar isn't just money, it's a tool. You start thinking long-term, spotting habits that grow wealth instead of drain it. Think of it like Tony Stark in Iron Man. The suit is useless without the blueprint and brains behind it. Practical steps matter. Take your $100 and maybe spend $50 on a high-quality online finance course and $20 on a couple of investing books. Even free resources can teach you tons if used right. It's like training for a marathon. Before you run, you learn form, pace, and strategy. This is financial education in action, helping you understand risk, reward, and how money grows when you're intentional. Knowledge also creates confidence. When you know how to make money and understand financial psychology, you start seeing opportunities everywhere, from side hustles to smart investments. You'll make moves with less fear and more strategy. Just like in The Big Short, those who knew the system saw huge gains while others panicked. Learning gives you the map so your $100 doesn't get lost in trial and error. And here's the magic: once your mind is primed with the right habits and financial insights, the next step becomes natural. Testing small investments won't feel intimidating because you'll understand the rules of the game. That's when your $100 can truly start multiplying, setting the stage for your first wins and building real wealth. Once you've got the mindset and knowledge in place, it's time to put a slice of your $100 to work in small, low-risk investments. Think micro-investing apps, ETFs, or fractional stocks. You don't need millions to start learning how money compounds. It's like in The Pursuit of Happiness, when Chris Gardner started small but strategic with his investments and hustles. The lessons from each step were priceless. Testing small investments teaches discipline. Even $10 or $20 in an ETF can show you how markets move, how profits grow, and how losses teach you risk management. Every dollar invested becomes a mini-class in financial psychology. Watching your money grow, or sometimes shrink, builds habits that stick, because real experience beats theory every time. Practical example, use apps like Acorns or M1 Finance to start micro-investing. Pick familiar companies like Apple, Tesla, or Amazon for fractional shares. You'll see how small moves accumulate, making compound interest feel like magic. The key here is consistent tracking and reflection. It's not gambling, it's learning how to make money systematically. Another way to test small investments is peer-to-peer lending or even buying a few cryptocurrency tokens you understand. Keep it tiny and experimental. The idea is to understand how different financial tools work and how your mindset reacts under real conditions. Think of it like in Billions, where even small strategic trades teach you market psychology and self-discipline. And the exciting part? These early wins, no matter how small, build confidence and momentum. They set the stage for your next move, creating a mini side hustle where your $100 isn't just working in the market, it's actively generating both cash and experience. You'll see how money becomes a tool in your hands. Now that your $100 is gaining knowledge and small investment experience, it's time to turn part of it into a mini side hustle. Whether it's reselling items, freelancing, or offering digital services, this step teaches practical money habits while generating real income. Think of it like in The Social Network. Mark Zuckerberg didn't just sit around, he turned an idea into a business that grew fast because he took action. Starting small is key. Buy supplies or software, set up a quick online store, or start offering your skills on Fiverr or Upwork. Even a tiny profit from selling vintage clothes or designing social media graphics can show how reinvesting time and money multiplies results. Financial psychology kicks in here. You see firsthand how effort plus strategy equals growth. The beauty of a side hustle is the lessons in personal finance it teaches daily. Tracking earnings, reinvesting profits, and managing expenses become habits that stick. Like in Shark Tank, the entrepreneurs who thrive aren't always the ones with big ideas, they're the ones disciplined enough to act, learn, and pivot fast. Your $100 now becomes a dynamic experiment in real-world finance. Don't forget the power of compounding knowledge here too. Each small success helps you see what works and what doesn't, shaping your decision-making and strengthening your money mindset. Even if you start with a small freelance gig designing logos, the skills and habits you develop will impact every future venture you take on. And here's the exciting twist: once your mini side hustle is running, tracking and reinvesting earnings becomes the next natural step. That's where your $100 isn't just working, it's multiplying, and you're building habits that last. In the next step, you'll see how documenting every dollar and outcome makes your money smarter than ever. At this point, every dollar from your $100 experiment needs to be accounted for. Write down what you spend, where it goes, and what results it brings. This isn't just bookkeeping, it's building serious financial awareness. Think of it like Breaking Bad, but in a positive way. Meticulous tracking leads to control, and control leads to smarter money decisions. Tracking teaches habits that stick. When you see exactly how much a small investment or side hustle returns, you start recognizing patterns and making data-driven choices. Financial psychology shows us that awareness drives action. Once you know what works, you'll naturally replicate it and ditch what doesn't. Even a simple spreadsheet can be your secret weapon. Practical tip: categorize everything: knowledge, small investments, side hustle costs, and profits. Note emotions too. Were you excited, stressed, or hesitant when spending or investing? This layer of insight deepens your understanding of your money mindset. Like in The Big Short, Those who tracked every variable ended up ahead, seeing opportunities others missed. Consistency is everything here. Checking your $100 activity daily or weekly creates accountability and sharpens instincts. Over time, this habit alone can make your financial decisions almost automatic, turning small wins into bigger ones. Every dollar tracked is a step toward mastery of personal finance. And here's where it gets exciting. Once you're tracking and analyzing, reinvesting those earnings becomes obvious and effortless. Your $100 experiment now isn't just a project, it's a launching pad for compounding growth. In the next step, you'll discover how reinvesting earnings multiplies results and accelerates your money mindset. Now that you've tracked every dollar, it's time to put those earnings back into action. Reinvesting profits from your side hustle or small investments teaches the magic of compounding. Think of it like in The Pursuit of Happiness, when every tiny win Chris Gardner reinvested led to bigger opportunities. Your $100 can grow the same way if you keep feeding it wisely. Reinvesting is more than money, it's a mindset shift. Instead of spending your gains, you're teaching yourself patience, discipline, and strategic thinking. Each reinvestment compounds your learning and money habits simultaneously. It's the secret sauce behind building real wealth over time, turning small wins into momentum that feels unstoppable. Practical moves? Take half of your side hustle profits and reinvest in tools, marketing, or inventory. Put another portion into small investments like ETFs, or even courses to level up your skills. Like in Moneyball, the smartest moves come from reallocating resources strategically, not from gambling on luck. Every reinvested dollar becomes a teacher for your financial psychology. The cool part is seeing tangible growth. Month by month, your $100 project turns into a mini financial engine. You start to internalize habits that successful people practice daily: reinvesting, scaling, and thinking long-term. This isn't theory, it's action-based financial education that grows your confidence and wealth together. And here's the kicker: once you're comfortable reinvesting, aligning your money mindset with timeless wisdom becomes the final piece. That's where strategy meets soul. In the next step, you'll learn how biblical principles can supercharge your planning, patience, and financial discipline, making your $100 experiment not just profitable, but transformational. Now it's time to anchor your money habits with wisdom that stands the test of time. Proverbs 21 verse 5 says, "The plans of the diligent lead surely to abundance, but everyone who is hasty comes only to poverty." This isn't just ancient advice, it's a blueprint for building financial discipline and a powerful money mindset today. Think of it like in The Lion King. Simba had to plan, learn patience, and act wisely to reclaim his kingdom. Your $100 experiment works the same way. Aligning your mindset with these principles teaches patience and diligence. Instead of chasing quick wins or risky shortcuts, you focus on consistent, intentional actions. Reinvesting earnings, tracking every dollar, and building habits aren't chores, they're strategies that compound over time. It's like planting seeds in a garden. The more thoughtfully you plant, the more abundant the harvest. Practical application? Before spending or investing, pause and ask, is this a diligent, wise move toward growth, or a hasty decision? Even small questions like this influence your financial psychology, guiding you toward choices that build lasting wealth. Think of it like in Ted Lasso: small, thoughtful actions every day create big results that no one sees immediately but compound powerfully. This approach also builds resilience. By internalizing discipline and patience, you avoid the traps of impulsive spending and short-term thinking. Your $100 experiment becomes more than money, it's a training ground for lifelong habits that shape financial education and personal finance mastery. Each dollar is now a reflection of wise planning and strategic action. And here's the powerful transition: when diligence and strategic reinvestment meet the right mindset, your $100 isn't just a test, it becomes a blueprint for ongoing wealth creation. Up next, you'll see how all these steps connect and lead to a mindset that truly attracts money and financial freedom. Remember how overwhelming it felt to compare yourself to others or watch opportunities slip away? Now you know that even $100, when used strategically, can build a money mindset that transforms your financial future. You've learned how to set clear goals, invest in knowledge, test small investments, create mini side hustles, track every dollar, and reinvest wisely, all while aligning your mindset with timeless wisdom. hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, so you never miss practical finance tips and actionable strategies that can change how you make money and build wealth. Each step you take now strengthens your habits, sharpens your financial education, and reinforces the mindset that keeps your money growing consistently. And here's the next move. To accelerate your journey, check out Holistic Health. Nourish your mind, balance your finances, transform your life. This guide shows you exactly how to create passive income streams, eliminate debt, and maintain mental clarity under financial pressure. Click the link in the pinned comment now and start transforming your finances today. It's your time. Check out the material in the pinned comment for all the practical tools and steps you need. You've already started reshaping your relationship with money. Imagine what's next when you combine these strategies with actionable guidance from Holistic Health. The habits you've built with just $100 are only the beginning. Now it's time to multiply them into lasting financial freedom.